Hi, welcome back. My name is Michelle and you're watching Michelle's Life. And yes, I'm wearing this shirt for like the 5th video. I'm trying to get these all out before my husband leaves for his TDY. That's about 26 days, so bear with me. Today is a tag video and I was tagged. Most of the time I do tags just because they're fun, but I was tagged by the lovely Kayla Rain to do this tag. I will link her video down below as well as the original, so definitely go check those two out. This is the New York Times by the book tag. Question number 1 is, what book is currently on your nightstand? And I don't really read in my room. I don't have the lighting, plus it's right next to my daughter's room and the light under the door keeps her up, so I usually do all the reading in the living room. So if I were to tell you the books that were on my end table, I currently have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss that I'm currently reading, as well as Unicorn Tracks by Julia Embers. I am pre-filming this, like I said, so they may not still be on my end table, but you know. Number 2 is, what is the last truly great book that you read? And that would have to be a tie between More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera and If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Rousseau. I recently did a review for both of those books, and I'm bad and I usually only do reviews for books that I give 5 stars to, so I think that speaks volumes in itself. I'll link those down below as well. Number 3, if you could meet any writer dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to know? Well, I've already had the wonderful experience of meeting Beth Revis and interviewing her, and I'll link that down below as well. And if I were to meet any author, I recently watched a video where, I think her name is Jess, she talked about what books inspired her to become the person that she is today. She mentioned Louis Sachers or Sackers, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Wayside Stories. And for the longest time I've been trying to think of what book inspired me to become a reader, and for some reason I had forgotten about that series. If I were to pinpoint a specific series that made me a reader and also made me who I am today, it would be that one. That series is so great and creepy and funny and it's consuming. It's so good, and I did actually find it recently at a yard sale, and so I have it ready for when my daughter comes of age to read it with me. When I ask him, probably just what inspired him to write that series, and yeah. I also recommended this series to some of my ELL students when I was teaching middle school, and our library didn't carry it. But I feel like if they would have had the opportunity to read that book, they would have become lifelong readers as well, so I hope they're out there somewhere reading that series. Number 4 is, what might we be surprised to find on your shelves? Yeah. I don't think you would be surprised to find anything on my shelves. Number 5 is, how do you organize your shelves in your personal library? And I recently reorganized them and I failed at filming a reorganization video, but I have another bookshelf that's over there that I keep glancing at, and I have all of my classics on the top, and then I have works of literary fiction on the second shelf, and then here, this main shelf is mostly my YA. On this shelf I have my favorites, which include Beth Revis and Kat Winters, as well as Rat Queens and Saga. On this shelf I have my series, my fantasy series. You can't really see it with all the junk there, but I have The Lunar Chronicles, Throne of Glass, Girl of Fire and Thorns, as well as Mistborn and the Trial by Fire book. I don't own the second one yet. And then this one is kind of like my TBR shelf, or the books that I need to get to. And then I have my contemporary. I have 2 shelves of contemporary, and the other ones aren't really organized in any way, so. And then I also have a shelf of my husband's books. Number 6 is, what book have you always wanted to read but haven't gotten around to yet? Or are there any books that you own that you feel embarrassed that you haven't gotten to? I recently purchased Anne of Green Gables, and I feel like as a reader I should have read that, and it's really popular here on BookTube, so I'm a little embarrassed that I haven't read that one yet, I guess. Number 7 is, disappointed or overhyped book that you just didn't like. I don't keep books that I don't like. I donate them, so I don't have an answer to this one either. Number 8 is, what kind of stories are you drawn to? I'm usually drawn to stories that deal with tougher topics. I don't like thrillers and I don't like horror, but I like stories that deal with real people, I guess. I'm kind of learning that I don't like all of these tropes that are YA. I like realistic people with their flaws and faults and their grayness, I guess. Those are the stories that I'm drawn to. The books that I stay clear of, usually if someone says love triangle, I don't want to read it. Number 9 is, if you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? I don't think I have an answer to that. I don't know if I have the best judgment to recommend a book to the president. And number 10 is, what do you plan to read next? The next book that I plan on getting to is Sleeping Tom by Evie Fairfall. She's an amazing booktuber over at The Booktube Couple, where she and her husband Ronnie talk about books, and they are so creative at editing their videos and they're just so fun to watch, and she's just so sweet. So I really look forward to reading her book. As a character that has multiple personality disorder, and it sounds really good. That's it for this tag. If I were to tag someone, I guess I don't know, a lot of people have already done it, so I'm gonna do with what Lindsay Ray used to do when she made videos and she filmed tags. She used to just pick something random, and if it applied to you, then you had to do it. So I'm gonna say that if your birthday is in June, you have to do this tag if you haven't already. Get on it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!